Fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, March the 13th. Friday the 13th. The year's 2026. Let's talk trading weekly wrap up with Walmal. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and differ from Walmal's. As always, have your risk management in place so you do not lose more than you're willing to lose while trading. So let's take a look here at the weekly chart. As you can see, if you look at the weekly chart, this week and the past 2 weeks, we see nothing but huge wicks. Huge wicks. And let's see, we can move on to the opening range here. You can see we are within the opening range for the week, even though we broke through that opening range low. We are below the opening range for the month, and for the year, we are below the opening range. Speaking of the year, 170 pips below the yearly open, 42 off, now 43 off the low, and 195 off the yearly high. Off the yearly high is 581 pips. I looked at the wrong row there. We had an inside bar, daily inside bar 7 days ago. We broke that low and we're still below it. And we're below the weekly inside bar from 2 weeks ago and the monthly inside bar from last month. Looking at the range, and something strange here. I don't know what I did, but I don't seem to have all of my pairs are coming up here. We've got 124 pips on the pound today. And the yen's above 159. Oh, I really want to stay short the yen, but the swap is crazy. Don't want to pay it. Okay, looking at the weekly open, daily open, they're almost on top of each other. And the last time we crossed below it, it's been pretty much downhill since then. We put in a daily low down in the launch pad, and we're up to 85 right now. I guess I should have held on to those longs. And as you can see, we came out of the rat zone last hour. The green rat zone, that is. So the green rats have been feasting. On the pivot trading plan, the Bambino Flex said to look for shorts. Pivot trading plan said price near pivot to go short. And you can see that pivot at 133.65 would have paid off very nicely. In fact, right now we're 83 pips below. Could have been over 100 pips taking that one simple trade. And speaking of pivots, we did take out that daily. We took out the weekly. We have not taken out last week's pivot yet. And we haven't taken out this month's pivot. In and out of the lower wick zone off of yesterday's daily candle. Nice trade there. For the week on the ranges, we've got 238 pips, puts us at the 83 percentile. We broke out a previous week's high by 28 pips. We broke out of the previous week's low by 8 pips. And for the rats, high minus close for the red rats, 203. And for the green rats, close minus low, 35. For the weekly crossover traders, high minus open paid 148 to the north and open minus low paid 90 to the south. Once again, simple horizontal line trades. So Walmal, yesterday I made a video about the method really doesn't matter. And what I was saying was, there's a bunch of traders out there. They might all be going short or long at the same price as you are, but they've got entirely different reasons. But what matters is the method that you have. The part that matters is that you follow the method, you stick to it, you execute it flawlessly. What say you, Walmal?
I would agree with that. In fact, I've been saying that on some of these videos for say years now. It almost doesn't matter, the method that you use, as long as you have stated rules, as long as you follow stated rules. And when I say stated rules, I mean stated rules for why you get in, okay? And more important, what actually, and you have stated rules for when you get out, and more importantly, you have stated rules as to how you manage your risk. You need to do all three, and you need to stick to, I'll say it again, stated rules. So in other words, you need to have a plan. Just trading is not just oh, I'm just going to haphazardly do this. I'm going to go and just randomly take a trade here. I'm just going to randomly get out of the trade here. Have a reason. Have a reason, guys. If you have a reason, that's that. And the reason is in your rules, not a reason that you just made up on the fly. You've gone and you've.
Whoa, Walmal, we just lost you. The phone just disconnected. I wonder what happened. See if I can get him back. But as he's talking about rules, I've been working on some things, and what has happened this morning, I was using the lower high, higher low, and normally when I display it, where's that chart? I just have basically a horizontal line, and I use the let me see, which indicator am I think I'm using, yeah, a higher low, lower high indicator there. Now, what I did this morning was I decided to use the mid dots indicator to plot it, and to plot it as a line. And lo and behold, it revealed something to me. And it's funny because it's the same thing that the dynamic support and resistance indicator revealed to me, back in 2000 something, when I first wrote it. You have to wait for these horizontal dots, because if it's pushing down, it needs to make a horizontal dot before you want to get in that trade. And so the same thing is true with the lower high, higher low. As you can see here, if you're looking to go short, you want it to have it so you have the same level for candle 1 and candle 2. And that way it's established itself, and then you can take the trade. And so sometimes you'll see it's like, oh, I wish I would have taken that trade, but see, back here it touched it, you could have taken it. Here it touched it again, you could have taken it. Then all of a sudden it crossed above. Then you see right here, you wouldn't have taken that trade per se off of this method because it didn't establish itself. But, there's other reasons to take that trade, like, hey, you're back, Walmal. I was in the middle of explaining the higher low, lower high to the traders out there. So as I was saying, this really didn't follow the rule, but sometimes rules can be bent, sometimes they can be broken, just like in the matrix. So you can see here it's breaking down below that resistance. And the other thing is, you see it made a higher high, but then started to get below that close. So that's another trigger where you would get in. In fact, that would have been a red stripe if I'm not mistaken. And you can see here it's pushed all the way back down. So even if this was the only trade you took and you stayed within your stop loss parameters, you see it turned around and came down and would have paid off somewhere around 15 pips if you would have ridden it the entire way.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, it's the type of thing what I would recommend. You're right. Rules can be broken. Rules can be bent. Rules can be whatever. But what I would recommend for any new traders out there, don't break them. Don't bend them. Don't smooth them over. Observe them. Write them down. Keep note of them. See if there's something that's really something that happens on a regular basis. And if so, now we have the ability to go and say, we're changing our rule and we're going to observe this new rule. And that's going to be the rule of the day and how we're going to follow things. That would be my recommendation with that. if you're a seasoned trader, you're making money and you're doing well, yeah, that I don't have a problem with you going and doing that. That's why you've been trading now for, literally from the 1970s. Not dating you or anything, but that's the reality. You've got decades trading experience, as opposed to somebody who's been trading for 6 months. You're a 6 monther. You know, observe, write down, learn. And that's the time of life you're in. And as long as you go and do that, you'll be there in decades. And that'll be the great thing. But decades from now, you can look back and be the old timer that can go and give sage advice.
Who you calling an old timer?
Me and you.
That's too funny. But
But that's go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just one of these things where we like to say look left. So if you look left here, you can see it's mostly these blue dots beneath you. So you have a support level in this area. So once again, there was that lower high trade didn't quite meet the criteria because we didn't have that horizontal line. Could come back. You could have taken the chance and just know you're taking a chance. And then you look here. Well, what's the worst that probably would have happened? It might have come down to the 60s. You were in at 70, so less than 10 pips. So, and I've got my get out indicator here. Once again, this is a demo account, and I was goofing around and then had to do something else so you can see it's down a few pips on whatever trade I had on. I don't even remember what it was from because I was testing some things. So anyway, let's see. ATR percent for the month now, we're at the 55% level. Let's see, for the year, let's see, range by month here. We're at 238 once again. So we still have what, 2 trading weeks and a couple of days left. So hope maybe we'll push that. And the year to date accumulated 623. So we've moved up this month. And anybody that took that trade at the open, you were of the year, you're now down 1.35%. So we'll just have to wait and see how that all plays out. And let's see, the trade reminder here. We're below the lower wick zone of the previous month. Price turning down. Sellers strong control. For the week, price turning down. Inside the lower wick zone of the previous week. Sellers strong control. For the day, we're below the lower wick zone. Once again, we broke out of that previous day's low. Sellers strong control. Lower high, lower low. So everything looks like it says turning down. So Walmal, you want to let the traders know what kind of week you had?
I had a really good week. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, he's got a tractor trailer to carry all his pips. He didn't get a bucket. He didn't get a bucket. He didn't get a wheelbarrow. No, he had a tractor trailer load this week.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there'll be a week somewhere this year, I'll guarantee you, where I lost maybe not a tractor trailer because I have my risk management in place, but I'll certainly lose a couple of wheelbarrows here and there.
I doubt that. Um, oh, unless you want to. Oh, let's see. We're almost out of time. Dang it! But see, we're at that horizontal lower high now, so I would definitely be looking to go long here and taking that trade. So, fellow traders, the fastest 15 minutes of trading is just about over. I'm going to wish you all a fun and safe weekend and good luck on Friday the 13th. And always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.